Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll buy some time right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 11. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Dalton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And Dalton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Passing, it's Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, They're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's got room at the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That one complete to again. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Dalton now to pass. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 12. Gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw is Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Now Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Andy Dalton.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Goff. Complete to right. Room to maneuver at the 35. Big strides. Look at him go. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Block right. 63 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
2nd and 6. Right back to Hubbard.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders.
And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So Dalton now. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Dalton. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. Yep.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Goff now to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now Goff.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
2nd and 10.
Oh, passing it. Dalton eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, here's Dalton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.